Hey guys and girls, and welcome to another pickup video. Today I've got myself quite a selection of goodies and a couple of curious items, shall we say. So let's not beat about the wish any longer and let's get going. First up, I got myself actually a selection of HD DVD films. It's certainly been a while since I picked up some of them. So we've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the first one we got is Hulk. Now I don't know if this is the bad Hulk or not. I assume it probably is, because it was made in, when was this made? 2003. So yeah, that sounds like the right time frame for the bad Hulk film. But 50 pence, I'm not going to complain too much. Next up, 300. Oh yes. Now I have actually seen this film, which is quite a rarity it seems from when I pick up a HD DVD film. But yeah, I quite liked this. Quite liked this film. I've only seen it the once, and the special edition, or rather these special features, I don't know if you can see it clearly, hopefully you can. Yeah, they don't seem too bad. Blue screen picture version, so amongst others. So yeah, 300. How long was 300? I remember it being quite long. Oh, it's only just under 2 hours. 111 minutes, and that's including credits as well. Next up is another film I've seen, and that's The Mummy Returns. For some reason, this film always seems to make me nostalgic for when a couple of friends and I would gather around another mate's house, and we'd have a PC LAN week, shall we say, whilst their parents were away. It was a lot of fun, and for some reason this film just kind of reminds me of it. I've seen it once, and I say seen rather loosely because it was just on in the background, and I think I was busy playing Quake 3 Arena at the time. So yeah, it's got The Rock in it. That's about all there is to it. Right, the last two films, I'm going to introduce these both at the same time because they're part of the same series anyway. And that is The Bourne Ultimatum and The Bourne Supremacy. I've never actually seen the Bourne films, and I know you can get a Bourne box set on HD DVD, which I probably should have taken advantage of when I saw it, but I wasn't really interested in the Bourne films at the time. But I thought to myself, you know what, 50p each, £1, they could be good, or they could be utter shite. What do you guys think? Have you seen the Bourne films? Would you recommend them? I mean, I'm not a great action film. I won't go out of my way to watch action films, but if they're on, I'll give them a look. So, would you recommend the Bourne films to someone like me? Anyway, moving on. Excuse me. Right, got myself a trio of well, I say new games. That's always going to be loosely. A couple of Xbox games and a PlayStation 2 game. First Xbox game, Outrun 2. How much is it? About £4, which isn't too bad for an Xbox game, I suppose. I saw this in CEX, as you can see. But if we take out the sleeve here, you can see that it used to be pre-owned at Game, and this was $7.99. There we are. And you can see I got it for £4 from CEX. So yeah, I actually saved half. It was half price essentially. So that's not too bad. I've got Outrun 2006. I think that's what it's called. Coast to Coast. I think that's what it is. And I've got Outrun Online Arcade for the Xbox 360, which unfortunately you now can't download, which I'm assuming is because of license expiry. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing Outrun 2 because I quite like the original Outrun. Never really played it that much, but what I have played of it, it was quite fun. And I played Online Arcade, ironically enough, offline. So I thought that was pretty fun. And whilst we're on the same theme of racing games, I have Midway Arcade Treasures 3. I was about to say 2 then, but I already know what that one is. Yeah, and this one seems to have a variety of racing games on it. Rush, The Rock, Hydro Thunder, which I have heard of, which is the only game I have heard of on here, I think. Super Off-Road, Badlands, Race Driving, Stunt Driver, San Francisco Rush, 49, excuse me. Goodness me, I can't read basic numbers. And Off-Road Thunder. I assume that's all the games on here, which is quite pitiful when you compare it to what was on Midway Arcade Treasures 2. I think there was about 20 games on there, give or take. And yeah, this cost me $2.50, and this was previously pre-owned once again at Game, so I don't know how much that was at the time. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that. Kind of on a racing theme at the moment. Although, once again, now we're off the racing theme and we're going on to a collection theme, so you know, we're still kind of linked to each other. We got Sega Classics Collection. Now I've seen this around before, and I always undenied about it because of the nature of it. It's, what is it, 3D remakes of classic Sega games, one of which, funnily enough, is Outrun. So that's not too bad actually. It's got Outrun, Space Harrier, Tant Arm, Bonanza Brothers, Fantasy Zone, Golden Axe, Virtua Racing, which was 3D anyway, so Monaco GP, and Columns. How you can 3D up that game is beyond me. But yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to this, playing these now actually. I mean, £3.50, not a bad bargain. I mean, I think I originally saw it for, I think it was 20 when I saw it, excuse me, when I saw it new. Well, last time I saw it new anyway. And yeah, it's got that typical Sega colour scheme going on there, so it's not too bad. So yeah, I've got myself a nice trio of games, a nice quint, I suppose, of HD DVD films, which will probably take me forever to watch. Right, next up, we got ourselves a book. Now, I saw this in TK Maxx, and I was just like, I should buy it, because it seems cheap enough, and that is Playing with Power, an NES book. It was originally 25 quid from TK Maxx, but I managed to get it for half that, give or take. Yeah, 13 quid. So I thought to myself, you know, it's quite a heavy book, quite a bulkiness, and really nice slipcase. We've got ourselves a cover there. We've got one half of the NES pad and the other half of the NES pad. I might actually do a separate video on this, because this looks really in depth. I mean, it covers pretty much most of the popular games on the NES, and it's got quite a few features on the NES itself, like the internal workings and what have you, and the CPU and all that. You know, it's got a few guides for a handful of games, like well, it's got maps for Mario Brothers right there, and I think it's got like overworld maps for Zelda as well. It's got some strategies here for KO. KO? What the hell kind of game is KO? Punch Out. Yeah. Hang about, we'll just do map 1 because it's less spoilerific that way. Yeah, we got Labyrinth 1 for Legend of Zelda. Yes, I assume that's Zelda 1 anyway. Legend of Zelda, yeah. I think it might have one for Zelda 2 as well. Not one that I can see, but yeah. It seems to be a really, really, really detailed book on the NES itself and some of the most popular games for it. So I'm actually quite looking forward to going into depth about this one. Right guys, now we've got 3 more things left to show, and before I get to the main event, shall we say, actually got an unpackaging for you, because this arrived in the post for me this morning. A couple of new games that I ordered on eBay. Well, I say new once again. So why don't we get this beast out, because we haven't seen him in a while, and let's unpackage these and see what I got. I don't even need a knife for a blooming Jiffy bag, but you know, he doesn't get much screen time, so we just put him down there. Right, are you guys ready? Because I've not actually seen, this is literally the first time I see this, so let's pull out the first game. Biohazard. Oh yes. Yeah, I got myself a Japanese GameCube game, which is really, really cool. I love the way the Japanese have their GameCube games. Got ourselves a nice little slipcase there. I've got ourselves a little teeny tiny case. A lot better than the DVD cases that we got in the West, even though those aren't too bad anyway. And the discs don't seem to be in bad condition. Let's see. No scratches on disc 1. No scratches on disc 2. That's alright actually. What have we got in here then? We've got ourselves... got ourselves a Biohazard memory card stickers, but they've been used already. Well, one's still left on there, which is really nice. Warranty card, as you'd expect. I'm assuming this is a little poster. Well, kind of. It's a watch advert cross poster. There we are. Biohazard, the official watch collection. Quite nice, actually. And there's the official watches. There's a couple more on the top there as well. I don't think I showed you guys them. There we go. Apologies if the poster rubbed against the microphone there. I like that actually, because you've got some watches with the stars and the stars logo, and some watches with a little map on it. I'm not quite sure what that's a map of. And of course we got ourselves the instruction manual, which is so teeny-tiny, I love it. Of course, typical colour manual affair, as you normally would get, but you don't normally get in a European manual, but I think GameCube manuals in Europe at least anyway. Well, I think actually probably in the West as well, they were coloured anyway, so that's not too bad. I think in Europe they were specific to certain regions, as opposed to being, well, all 5 languages in one fucking manual. And there's the back there. Got yourself a nice picture of Yawn there of all enemies. So yeah, I didn't put those back in there, but I'll do that in a minute. That's fine. Right, and we've got ourselves another game in here as well. It's not just Biohazard. And I've also got Biohazard Zero for the GameCube as well. Oh, this game I was looking forward to. Dance Dance Revolution with Mario. Oh yeah. Now I've already got Dancing Stage Mario Mix for the European GameCube, but I saw this on eBay, and I saw this on eBay as well. They were the same seller, and they were going for actual reasonable cheap. This one, I think I bid it up to 11 quid, because that was how much the I think it was like 11 some odd, a maximum bid that someone else had bid up to, and I outbid him just, it seems, I think. But this, somebody bid up to about, what, 750, something like that? And I bid just above that, and I won. I won them both by sniping, so yeah, Dance Dance Revolution. I always wanted to get a Dance Dance Revolution version rather than a Dancing Stage, because I never really worked out why it's called Dancing Stage in Europe. But it is what it is. Look, you can get yourself the official dancing mat if you don't have it already. I do. I have 2 dancing mats. So there. You got. Oh, look at that. Yourself a Club Nintendo thingamabobber. Of course, we got ourselves the instruction manual. Pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I suppose to show the middle off. There we go. So that's that. Let's have a look at the disc, make sure that's alright. Yeah, I don't think these were ever played, actually. The seller did have Wind Waker as well, the Japanese version of Wind Waker, but I decided not to push my luck. You know, I've already won 2 games. I wouldn't have lost anything if I hadn't won Wind Waker, because I'd already won these 2 already. So yeah, Dance Dance Revolution with Mario. I'm so not used to calling it with Mario, I'm just used to calling it Mario Mix, and Biohazard 1. The Resident Evil remake, whichever you prefer. Right guys, now we're on to the main event. Alright, much like with the NES book, I was in TK Maxx having a little look around, and I came across this thing. It's a retro mini TV game thing. Now, I did have a little look inside it, but someone, as you can see, had already had a go on it. I had a look inside, seeing what they were looking out for. And this was originally 13 quid, which if I'd have looked at it at the time, I would have said, no, fuck off. But it was reduced to 4 quid, so I thought to myself, yeah, fuck it. I got this just after Christmas, actually. So I thought, you know, £4, I'd give it a little go. Let's just see what we got inside it. We got ourselves instruction manual, which doesn't really tell you anything about the games that are in there. It just gives you setup instructions in 5 different languages. So typical European instruction book then. We got ourselves a thumbs up sticker, which I'm assuming is, yeah, it's the Thumbs Up Company UK, based in Ruislip. So there's that. So that's what that's for. I got ourselves a composite socket, and there's the machine itself. And I did say machine rather loosely. There we are. Let's just stack it up against that. You see how tiny it is. It's actually really quite small. It fits in my hand. So this will be rather interesting to play with. In fact, if you guys are actually interested, I could actually do a little fun stream with this thing, just to see what it's like, basically. See if it's actually a pile of shit, or if there are actual some hidden gems on there. So yeah, if you guys fancy seeing a stream with this funny little thing, pop a comment in the section below, and I will most certainly consider it. Right guys, it's time for the main item of this video. Now this is something I wanted to get hold of for a little while. Well, ever since it was announced really, but I thought to myself, I've got other ways that I can play them, so I'm not going to go out of my way perhaps to get hold of it. Then I saw that the Japanese version was up for pre-order, and I thought to myself, yeah, I'll get that. Because everyone's going to be getting the Western version, so I'll be like the only fucker here that'll be getting the Japanese version. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to, because they'd all been pre-ordered out, and so had the Western version, so I thought to myself, oh well, no big loss I suppose. But I got it for Christmas, which I was really absolutely chuffed about. Amongst all the little gifts that I got, this was this was sold to me as the most awesome present, and that simply is the NES Mini. This was actually a Christmas present from my missus. She pre-ordered it on Amazon pretty much when the pre-orders went up, so she did pay a retail price for this, not the prices that all the scalpers on eBay are charging for at the moment. So yeah, she was quite lucky to get this for retail price, and I was quite lucky to get hold of it for Christmas. In fact, I've got it right here. Yes, this has been sitting on my lap the entire time. This thing is so tiny, but it is very well built. I mean, if I just quickly grab my Famicom, right? You got the Famicom, which is quite tiny itself anyway, right? And you got the NES Mini. The NES is supposed to be bigger than the Famicom, but here we are. I gotta admit, I quite enjoy this, and it's got 30 good games on it. Well, 28 good games maybe. I mean, I probably won't play Zelda 2, or there's another game on here that I probably won't play. Oh yeah, Tecmo Bowl. Why is an American football game included in a Western, European version of the NES Mini? They could have changed that up a little bit and put on, I don't know, a football game. But yeah, quite pleased with that. I've got a few sound issue problems with it, but I'm assuming that's probably because of the power supply I'm feeding to it. I don't actually know for sure, because I'm actually powering it through the PS4, which actually does work, but it seems to be temperamental. I don't know if it's because of the power supply, or if it's because my television itself. I mean, this is quite an old TV now, so yeah guys, that was pretty much it. That's actually quite a long video actually, wow. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, take care of yourselves, and thanks for watching.